According to the local outlet known as the Star Phoenix, the match between another Canadian fighter and the Pearl is scheduled for UFC Saskatoon, and it's the clash between Marc-Andre Barriault and Oskar Piechota. And this is kind of intriguing fight, because both of the fighters are riding on a score of three losses in a row, and it's kind of negative streak for both of them. But looking back at Marc-Andre Barriault, it's kind of surprising, because the guy, he's the former vacant hybrid combat middleweight champion, and he is the former vacant TKO middleweight champion who also defended TKO middleweight championship. And he also won a vacant TKO light heavyweight championship. So yeah, he was a two-division champ. And he split decision the controversial fighter Strahinja Gavrilovic on two occasions. And you know that Strahinja Gavrilovic had that incident, when he was punching his opponent on the ground after the referee waved off the contest. So the bout was stopped later. You remember that probably. And the former TKO two-division champ signed for the UFC, then suffered three decision losses to Andrew Sanchez, Krzysztof Jotko, and Jun Jong Park. So yeah, it was kind of nice to remember. It was kind of really, really good. It were really good battles, but he was outlasted on both occasions. And looking back at Marc-Andre Barriault, well, this is a must-win situation for him because his score is 11-4. And looking at Oskar Piechota, well, this Polish guy is also tough. He arrived as an undefeated prospect into the UFC. He competed at some European promotions, Spartan Fight, CWFC Cage Warriors Fighting Championship, where he TKO'd Jason Radcliffe. He arrived as an undefeated prospect with a score of 9-0. And then in the UFC, he had a rocky career, decision win over Jonathan Wilson. He KO'd Tim Williams, but then three losses in a row. Technical submission, rear naked choke by Gerald Mershard. Rodolfo Vieira defeated him via arm triangle choke, of course. Rodolfo Vieira is the best BJJ guy in that division, undoubtedly. And then he was knocked out by Punahele Soriano at UFC 245, which was kind of surprising, It was kind of surprising because I didn't pretty much expect it's going to go that way, And, well, now looking back at this, Marc-Andre Barriault, he is a typical striker, a typical finisher, but he has never been submitted. So Oskar Piechota on the other side, he has one head kick victory over Sergio Souza, and TKO wins over Matias Chiavoli and Livio Victoriano. These were weaker promotions, but interestingly, he has good jiu-jitsu skills. Nikos Sokolis, Craig White, they were finished via submissions. He finished huge Craig White via Japanese necktie, Nikos Sokolis via arm triangle choke, and Michal Tarabanka versus via guillotine choke, Patrick Ania triangle choke, Sadibou Sai also triangle choke. So this guy has BJJ skills. And Marc-Andre Barriault has very, very good submission defense, of course. He hasn't fought guys like Rodolfo Vieira until now, but I believe he can parry Piechota's BJJ skills. So, but if the fight is taken to the ground, I'd anyway give advantage to the Pole because he has good transitions, he has good sweeps, and it's very, very kind of hard to finish him on the ground. On the other side, Marc-Andre Barriault is going to brawl. He is a knockout artist, real knockout artist from Quebec City, Quebec, and yeah, he's going to put on a show. I expect a stand-up war unless Oskar Piechota decides to take the fight to the ground and to show everybody that he has devastating skills and powerful ways to finish the Canadian opponent. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen next. But this is very much close fight, if you ask me, and I expect that Marc-Andre Barriault is going to keep the fight standing and not let Piechota take him down, not let him submit him. I think he can defend Piechota's BJJ. But Imadlo on the other side is an unpredictable guy. This is to be or not to be for both fighters. Whoever loses here will probably be released from the UFC, so stakes are very, very high. I believe Marc-Andre Barriault is going to have slight advantage because he fights in front of his home fans, and we're gonna see. But he has good chances to win the fight if he keeps it standing. If the fight goes to the ground, I'd anyway give slight advantage to Polish fighter, but maybe 55% for Marc-Andre Barriault at the moment.